Hey there. First of all, thank you, for letting this video. It's not all the time that everybody clicks on these videos, and frankly, I don't know. But I do want you to just stay a little while. Just saying. This might connect to you, and I'm just gonna go straight into it. Is that a lot of us have a struggle. A lot of us struggle that I had to struggle with. A tussle with, sort of. And that tussle, that struggle, is letting things go. It's letting things go for God. And a lot of us have a hard time with that. Trust me, I know there's a bunch of people who have a hard time doing that. Have a hard time giving up a sport that may be holding them back. Have a hard time giving up a friend. Have a hard time giving up a habit. Have a hard time giving up an addiction. Have a hard time doing this, that. And for me, it was hard, bro. Alright? Games, videos, PORN, right? Anime, right? Let me think. I think that's basically it. Oh yeah, and also just like eating a lot of bad stuff. But that I had to give up all those things. And now you may ask, alright, so why are you making this video now? Well, because recently I went to my cousin's house, right? He is a good guy, right? I don't say this to diss him or anything. But the thing was that he also likes video games. He is not like he used to, he still does very much. And so, and a lot of the time, after coming back, each time I try to, spread the word to him, say something to him, teach him something. And each time I do that, I feel like even though we're watching him play video games, I try making games of Christianity analogies, I figured out something. So a lot of us do, right? And I think maybe somebody here, who's watching this video, I might call out, but, we always try to justify the many things we hold on to. We try justifying, I do this and it's good, because, it doesn't really affect me, it's not really a sin, it's all good, right? I also, hold on. Alright. But I used to be like that. I used to try and justify myself. I'd be like, okay, I don't really need to go. It's actually going really well, I'm able to still spread out the word, still say my stuff, teach them about the things I've learned. And then I realized, okay, whoa. I've been doing all of this, right? But it doesn't really feel like it sticks. It feels like there's nothing that comes out of it. No seed, no fruit, no nothing. Now, of course, that's with a lot of us, right? And God does that all the time. Trust in science, nothing. The thing is, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel good. Maybe I didn't feel, that at peace when I came back. I would be like, okay, yeah, I do thank you. I was able to spread the word, but still have this little bit of a I guess weird feeling. Sorry for going on there, but it would be a weird feeling. And so after a lot of contemplating, a lot of praying, a lot of over what's been happening, I had the thought of letting go. And it felt like God was talking to me saying, you know what? That's it. That's it. And now, like a lot of my family thinks I'm crazy, because, I'm 15 years old. I've basically come off fresh of not trying to play as many video games now, but now I'm always in the Bible, right? And I'll continue, that's a little much, right? There are times where I'm in prayer, there are times where I'm in the Bible, there are times where I'm outside of the Bible trying to preach outside, But the thing is that a lot of us think, oh, if you would just center your entire life around Jesus, I'm gonna look weird. I'm gonna look weird. Everybody's gonna call me stupid and crazy. And bro, what does that matter? Please tell me. What does that matter? because Paul says, it's in Colossians or Corinthians, I can't remember, but Paul expresses something. Paul expresses that, you know, and maybe this, like, a lot of you struggle with this, but he says that, he basically says, sorry. He basically says that he does not care for how other people judge him. Now, this is a great teaching, right? This is something I've actually held, you know, a lot, but now I'm really understanding it, is that also goes into another thing. A lot of us have the fear of being judged by others, you know, our parents, our family, our friends, strangers saying, you're weird, you're a hypocrite, or, you know, you're a bad person, you're addicted, you know. And it's like, those same people, even the Christians out there who do that, and I know there's a bunch who do that, who are like, oh, you know, you do that, you're so bad, you know. And at that, I say, you know, why are you scared of how other people see you? Other people look at you, but you don't care about what God says. What if all those people who judge you end up in hell? What if, right? Maybe not everybody who does that end up in hell in the end, maybe. But, you know. And so, but what happens? Are you gonna now keep that fear? You didn't change because some rando said that that's bad, or somebody in your family said you're weird? So what? What if you let go of that and your whole life changes? What then? Now, of course, for a lot of us, we will think about that and be like, but it hasn't happened yet. Okay, but why are we in the first place contemplating whose judgment is better? And here's the thing, man. It's not going to be my family who's going to judge me at the end. No. It's Almighty God, right? So why should I be scared? Why should I worry about what they say is good? Now, of course, right, my dad kind of had to talk with me. And I do realize now that maybe me reading the Bible every single, basically, second of my day isn't the best idea, right? Maybe it's not the best, you know? Honestly, I've been having fun. I've, honest to God, been finding peace. I've been just, and the thing is, right, and the thing is that whenever I go to prayer now, I feel more refreshed. I feel like, let's go, bro. I got that love in me. But I only felt that when I started letting go of things. Now, that's not to say, you know, boasting about me, it's to boast about God. Because a lot of us get confused. A lot of us get confused because here's the thing. If we're not, and maybe this is you, you know, if you're so scared of what other people say, and what other people say, oh, you should give up this, you should give up that. Because in the end, those are the same people who, when given the chance of a great job opportunity, or this, or like a relationship, or when they actually have to take a risk, those are the same guys who say, oh, I need to pray on it. I need to quickly, you know, go talk to my priest about it, you know. I gotta really think about it. But again, we look at the same people, they are so quick to sin. But when it's something about letting go of that sin, you'll find out those people hold on too much. And man, I gotta say, a lot of things we hold on to, right? A lot of the stuff, a lot of the addictions we have trouble letting go of, we don't let go of them. They'll consume us. Sin at some point will consume us if we aren't forgiven of it. And I know maybe like a lot of things that I'm letting go of may not be itself sin, but it didn't bring me peace. It didn't bear any good fruit. if we as Christians are supposed to do everything in the will of God, then shouldn't everything we do bear good fruit? Maybe it won't bear good fruit at the time, but what if later? But if it doesn't, if it never bears good fruit, cut it off. And here's the thing that we get like really screwed up about that. Even Jesus says that if a tree has a withered branch, then instead cut off that branch. Cut it off. And that's what a lot of us. A lot of us have these habits, a lot of these sort of hidden sins that aren't directly sin, but tied to a sin, tied to something of our past that we're just not letting go of, that has to do with our sin, with our past sins that we're trying to repent of. So man, I know there's a long gap for me, right? But I need to get this out. And if you there, are in the same situation, kind of stuck, in a situation where you're like, oh, but I don't know, God, do I let go of it? Do I really let go of it? And I think that if you, for one, of course, don't find peace within it, I don't think God wants you to have that. Now, that's what I think. I say, yes, pray on it, ask your priest if you really do feel like you need to, right? If you really do actually feel like you need to, or at least just pray about it. But man, all I always say is that if you aren't finding peace in something, or something that in your life that's not bearing any good fruit, and if that habit, if that thing, if that friend, if that person, if that activity, if that sport, if that show, or whatever it may be, isn't giving you peace, then get rid of it. Get rid of it. Cut it off. Because all you're doing is feeding a branch that's already dead. It's already gone. It shouldn't be continuously refurbished because you're just, trying to keep on something. What if God needs you to let go of it? Then you're just denying God. So really all I ask is that today, look at something. One of your habits, one of your activities, a friend, maybe you see that when you're spending time with them or spending time with that thing, it's pulling you from God. It's pulling your focus away from God and making you want to focus on your past sins. And it's not bearing of any good fruit, then cut it off. Because sometimes we need to accept that a lot of things in our life that we keep on holding on to are bringing us down. And so that's all I pray for you, man. God bless.